Emma, congratulations. Welcome. Interest of time, I'm going to go right to the studio audience. Okay? Questions?
Aryna, congratulations. Felt like could be potential banana skin, but you made light work of it. I'm just wondering what you're particularly happy with after that performance.
Yeah, I'm particularly happy because on the court, I felt like my opponent was playing really good tennis. I thought that she was very dangerous, and any ball that I put mid-court was going to be punished. So I'm very pleased with how I kept dictating the points. I kept dictating the play and didn't let her too often get the front foot on the court. And she's obviously been playing very well, done a lot of winning, and took out Veronica in the first round. So, of course, I was on full alert playing today. And yeah, I'm just very pleased with that performance.
How would you describe your serving? Because from the side, it looked fantastic. Effortless.
I'll take your words for it then. Fantastic. No, I thought that I served very well. And yeah, I put quite a few aces on the board today, and it always helps me when I'm serving well. It just kind of seeps into the rest of my game. And I think that today I was able to have a good serving day, so I'm very pleased with that.
Obviously a great performance, but it looked to me like just at times in the second set you were kind of feeling towards your back a little bit. Are there any concerns at all there, or?
I just had a little bit of stiffness in the second set. I think I've been doing a lot of training, and I'm just happy it didn't affect me too much in the second set, and I was still able to compete and to perform well and keep putting out good serves, good returns, and I think it didn't really come into the match too much, which I'm happy with.
Hi Emma. Obviously you've played 2 matches now, but you've only played just over 2 hours of tennis. Do you feel like you're in great form, and how much time have you had to spend on the practice court to get up that time as well?
Yeah, I've been practicing a lot. You know, after my last match, I went onto the courts for another hour, and then 2 hours the first day off, and then just an hour yesterday. But I think I've done a lot as well leading into this. So I think that from now I'm just going to focus on staying sharp and still practicing when I need to, but I don't think I'll practice again today, and just focus on recovery and preparing for the next round, because it's going to be a really difficult match regardless.
Right. Charlie?
Yeah, you mentioned that the next round could be Rebecca, and that you spoke earlier this summer about how you kind of felt like you've been good at hustling, but maybe when you play that caliber of opposition, that's another test. Do you want to play someone like that and see now where you're at?
Yeah, I do. I think she's a top opponent. You know, she's won Wimbledon. She's been at the top of the game for so long and very dominant, and has big weapons, has a huge serve and big ground strokes. So I do want to see how my game, you know, suits and fits against the top. I still think I have a long way to go, but I think I've been making steps towards getting closer and narrowing that gap. I think I have to take confidence from my matches against Aryna and Cincy and Wimby. But Elena's a different opponent, and she beat Aryna and Cincy in straight sets. So it's going to be a tough match if she wins today. But yeah, we'll see on the result.
Eleanor?
Emma, you mentioned there about going back on the practice court after your first round. When I just wonder what was the thinking behind that? Why have you wanted to spend so much time on the practice court in the last?
Yeah, I mean, I saw Fran Jones on the court, and I just felt like I had to go and spend some time with her. So that was the main reason. But no, I think that after the first round, I felt like there were just a few things I could do better. I could keep and maintain, because maintaining is another thing. I think I'm playing pretty well, but to kind of keep that level, it takes a lot of work as well. So that was probably the thinking behind it. And also the fact I had 2 days off, it definitely added, and I had a lot of time to freshen up before today's match. But I think, you know, that all the practice I've been doing, it's been helping to get me to a certain level, and I want to keep doing it when it suits and when it fits, and when it's the right time.
Over here on the right side.
Emma, hi, you're back in red for this year's US Open, which is reminiscent of your victory here. Is that by choice, or does it bring memories for you?
Well, I mean, I'm in red, but it wasn't by choice. No, it just happened to be the color of the tournament. Quite a lot of other brands are also in red, but of course I love wearing red in general. So I don't know, I think it's a decent color for me.
David?
I am, as someone who's dealt with injury in the past, I'm just curious what you've learned about prevention or staying healthy that's allowing you to maintain a level of intensity on the court while still staying fit.
Yeah, I think doing the right things off the court. I think preparing well, warming up, doing all the professional things, I've been better at that. I've also put a lot more load through my body. So when I'm playing these tough matches, I don't think my body is as shocked because I'm doing probably more on the practice court. So I think just weeks and months of doing that and accumulating the kind of load has helped me kind of stay, for the most part, injury free.
Okay. Willie, last question.
What was your reaction when you saw Carlos's haircut, and what do you think of it now?
I think he owns it. I think he pulls it off. I think, he's just taken it. And if you own a haircut like that, then it can work. And I think, mixed field, but whatever he does, it's not going to affect what he does on the court. So I'm just happy to see him having fun with whatever.
Thank you, everyone.